Hello, fellow Long Lake residents. I'm Charlie Miner, Mayor of Long Lake. I hope you and those close to you had a terrific 2022. Hopefully it was a great year for you, and 2023 is off to a great start as well. I would like to take a few minutes to summarize a few things that occurred in 2022 in the city of Long Lake, as well as share some highlights about what is on the horizon for Long Lake in 2023 and beyond. The Long Lake Waters Association conducted another series of carp removals in 2022. Between the months of June and October, 1,133 carp were removed from the lake. The Waters Association has been actively engaged in carp population data collection and carp removal since 2019, and in total about 2,240 carp have been removed overall. It's estimated that only 222 more carp need to be removed to achieve a biomass that will only minimally impact this lake's natural ecosystem. For those who may not be familiar with the effects of a high carp population on a lake, carp feeding disrupts shallowly rooted plants, thereby mudding the water. They also release phosphorus, which increases algae abundance. Some of our regular lake users have made mention of Long Lake's water quality looking a little better last year. Ultimately, lake water quality is anticipated to continue to improve as the carp populations return to a more manageable and sustainable level. Last summer marked the return of the beloved Corn Days Parade to the Corn Days Summer Festival held in August at the Church of St. George. The parade is sponsored by the Long Lake Area Chamber of Commerce and had not been held for a few years due to COVID-related concerns. The community was thrilled to see their Corn Days Parade return. I am pleased to report that for the first time in several years, we had several road improvement projects occur on our city streets during the late summer. Project involved either completely rebuilding or doing a mill and overlay of several streets, including Creekside Drive, Bolham Lane, Bolham Circle, Orchard Circle, Meadow Lane, Westwood Drive, Kennedy Lane, and Valley View Road. Funding for the project was made possible from franchise fees that are collected in accordance with our pavement management plan. These roads were in significant need of repair, and there are additional roads that are considered to be in poor condition as shown in red on this map. The roads in red are in poor condition, and the roads in orange are in fair condition and will need to be addressed in the near future. My biggest takeaway from being mayor for over the last 4 years is that reconstructing roads that have infrastructure underneath, such as water and sewer pipes, is very expensive, and finding funding sources to pay for the projects is challenging. We are working on identifying funding to address the roads that are in either poor or fair condition, including an attempt to see if part of the state's budget surplus can be utilized as part of the capital grants process. In December, the City Council approved the 2023 budget and levy amount for property owners. The tax levy for 2023 will be just over $1.4 million, which is an increase of $128,000 or 10% above the 2022 levy amount. That increased amount will go towards expenditures such as annual increases related to police protection services, increasing signage related to pedestrian vehicles, staff salary increases, and increases in health insurance costs for staff. However, we were actually able to decrease the tax rate by just over 2.5% due to increases in the taxable market value of residential and other property in the city. Our tax rate decreased from just under 40% to just over 33%, which is the lowest it has been since at least 2010. If you've looked at your Hennepin County 2023 proposed levies and tax statement, these figures may not make sense to you, as you're most likely paying more in property taxes in 2023 than you did in 2022. That is because the market value of property in Hennepin County for most cities increased dramatically in 2022. According to Hennepin County's 2022 assessment report, the market value of residential homesteads in Long Lake increased by just over 18%. And when it comes to townhomes, duplexes, and triplexes, Long Lake experienced the second highest increase in market values out of all of Hennepin County, with townhomes increasing by just 28% and duplexes and triplexes increasing by over 32%. Also, according to Hennepin County, the school district with the highest median assessed property value of single-family homes in the county is the Orono School District. The average assessed value is $679,000. So these figures equate to the fact that most property owners are most likely paying more in property taxes in 2023, but the trade-off is that the value of our property is higher than in previous years. Most of us live in Long Lake because it's a great community and a terrific school district, and for home and property owners, you're getting a great return on your investment. You've undoubtedly noticed there is more construction going on in Long Lake right now than probably since the Highway 12 bypass was built over 20 years ago. There are 3 different large projects occurring on the edge of our downtown area or in our downtown area. I've discussed these developments extensively in our City Soon newsletters, but here is a summary of what is being built and when the projects will be completed. Being built next to City Hall is the Stacks of Lawn Lake, which will be a 70-unit apartment complex spread out among 7 different buildings. The project is now moving along quickly and is expected to open this summer. The complex had previously been referred to as the Borough Lawn Lake. However, there was an ownership change in 2022, and that led to the new owner changing the name. You may recall seeing or hearing that there would still be 1 residential home left within the complex. However, in 2022, the homeowner did end up selling their home after the developer helped them secure a new home in the community. Another large project that is well underway is Zavago Lawn Lake, which is adjacent to the Lake Community Bank. Zavago Lawn Lake is a 57-unit cooperative community for residents aged 62 and older. Construction has been a bit behind schedule, but many units have been sold and anticipated occupancy is in late summer. On to another topic, the Lawn Lake Fire Department. Thank you to the residents who participated in our Future Fire Services Community Open House on November 17th. For those of you who are unable to attend, I encourage you to view the video the Lake Minnetonka Communications Commission created of the event, which is available on the homepage of our city website or on the LMCC site under Lawn Lake. As we discussed at the open house, the City of Orono is the largest financial contributor to our fire department, and in 2021, their City Council notified the City of Lawn Lake that they would be terminating the agreement and contract for fire protection between the two cities, which will become effective on December 31st of 2025. The majority of the Orono City Council is interested in starting their own fire department, and in December they hired our now former fire chief as their new fire chief, and they are tasking him with creating their own fire department. As a city who has been operating the fire department since 1915, we are well aware of the issues facing fire departments today, and one of those is the need to consolidate with other fire departments in order to create efficiencies when it comes to equipment, facilities, and personnel. We continue to meet with a number of neighboring cities to explore consolidation options, and the City Council also continues to evaluate options when it comes to our fire department relationship with Orono. Also, as Orono has hired our former fire chief, we are in the middle of a process to hire a new chief, and that should be wrapped up sometime in February. We will continue to keep you up to date on this important topic, and thank you to those in the community who have been giving our City Council feedback on the issue. As you recall, 2022 was an election year, and we once again had a great voter turnout in Lawn Lake. 928 ballots were cast, and that represents an 80% voter turnout. Those numbers are down a little as compared to the presidential election 2 years ago, but overall Lawn Lake continues to have very high voter turnout, which is terrific. As a comparison, the overall voter turnout in Hennepin County for this election year was 70%. When it came to elections for city offices, we had 2 council members who ran for re-election, as well as myself for the position of mayor, and we all ran unopposed. That either means you like the job we were doing or that no one else is interested in the positions. Congratulations to Deirdre Qualley and John Dyvek for being reelected, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve the city for what is now my 3rd 2-year term. Well, that was a summary of what the City of Lawn Lake has been doing over the past year and what is on the horizon for 2023 and beyond. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and get up to speed on what is occurring in your city. Also, please consider becoming more engaged with your city by applying to be on an advisory board or commission. We are currently looking for a Lake Minnetonka Communications Commission member, as well as a Park Board member. If you're interested, please contact Jeanette Muller, our city clerk. I wish you a healthy and safe 2023, and I hope to see you around town.